Hello, hello, everybody. Hi, everyone. Hi, guys. What's up, everyone? Hi, Carl. Welcome to Let's Go Live, everybody. It's been a little while, but we are back with a bang. Just don't call it a comeback, okay? Don't call it a comeback. I am super excited about our special guest this evening. The legend, the icon, the GOAT himself, LL Cool J is going to be joining us. And of course, LL has been putting out, he's on already. He is very punctual. I heard he's a very punctual man. He's been putting out, he's back with new music, his 14th studio album, The Force, that just came out a few days ago, September 6th. So here he is.
I'm in the building. What up? 1 second. I'm good. I'm good. 1 second. Yeah, hold on 1 second.
Okay, LL is with us. Sounds like there's a bit of an echo there. Thank you guys for joining. Super excited to talk to LL. He, of course, is the GOAT, came up with the term the GOAT that is now widely used across the country and across the world. LL Cool J.
What's up? What's up?
What's up? How you doing?
Good vibes, good energy. You know
Good.
what I'm saying? Just out here doing what I do, baby. How you doing?
Good, doing well. Welcome to Let's Go Live.
Thank you.
Where are you live from right now? It sounds quite echoey.
It's a little echo. I'm in my spot right now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Is it a little too echoey for you? It sound crazy?
No. I think we can hear you a little bit, tiny bit, but not too bad. Not too bad.
Let me see if I can fix a little bit. Let me do some a little rearranging and all that. 1 second.
Okay, some technical stuff. All right. So in the meantime, why don't you guys tell me in the chat your favorite LL Cool J song of all time? Somebody asked me this, my top 5 LL Cool J tracks of all time. It was really hard to answer because there are so many. But Headsprung is definitely one of them. Hi, Fiona Bloom. And thank you, Fiona Bloom. Headsprung, Doing It. Of course, this album has like some crazy tracks on it. The Eminem Murdergram track is amazing. All right, tell me guys your favorite LL Cool J tracks of all time. Mama said knock you out. There you go. Yeah, he's back.
That might be a little better. You know what I'm saying?
Better. What did you do?
Open the window and all that. Change the acoustics.
You know what you're doing. You're a man who knows what he's doing. Good.
You gotta know what you're doing, baby.
You do. Well, right now we are celebrating the release of your new album, The Force, and this is your first album in 11 years.
Yeah, it's been 11 years, and I just wanted to show people that it was possible to take something to continue going. You know what I'm saying? Like, our culture is just notorious for dismissing people once they've been out for a while. Like, you take the weekend off and it's like you might as well retire. You know what I'm saying? You take 6 months off and you're on the milk carton like back in the days, like they doing a missing persons report. So to take 11 years off was just like unheard of. But I really wanted to complete the show, put my energy into NCIS. And then when it was time to do music, I wanted to go all the way in. So that's what I did. You know what I'm saying? And here we are. You know what I'm saying?
What do you think about the response you've been getting? Because there are people who are saying this is a masterpiece, this is an instant classic, like it's rising up the charts, at the top of some of the charts. People all over the world going crazy over this album. So how are you feeling about the response? And is it what you expected?
Well, expectations are a funny thing, right? Like, on a positive level, you want to expect the best. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know exactly what it was going to be. I'm super pleased. Bottom line, look, people enjoying it, people vibing to it. You know what I mean? Like, like if they get the CD, they're not turning it into a Frisbee. That's always a good start. You know what I'm saying? And then we go from there. But I'm just glad people are enjoying the music. You know what I'm saying? Like, me and Tip put a lot of energy into it, put a lot of work into, creating something from the heart, something sublime. You know what I'm saying? And I made a lot of beautiful records over the years. So to make something sublime, you know what I'm saying? Like, was like a lot of fun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And of course, Tip produced the entire
Yeah,
album.
yeah.
Yeah.
Q-Tip, and,
But
you know,
you,
and we was in the studio chopping it up, baby. It was crazy. You know what I
oh,
mean?
that's fun. Because oftentimes nowadays people aren't in the same studio, right? You do things
Some
separately.
people aren't, but I still find that the best work is when the artists are both sitting in front of the easel together, or you know, when we both got the clay in front of us and we're looking to build something. So, me and him went in the studio. We painted on silence, and we did that together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And us doing it together turned into an amazing thing. You know what I'm saying? Like it just became like it just turned into something that I could never have imagined. You know what I mean? Creatively.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, promotional wise, you are like the hardest working man in show business. They say Beyonce is the hardest working woman. You're the hardest working man in show business. You've been out there. You've been doing tons of interviews. You've been doing in stores, meet and greets with your fans, signing albums.
Yeah, yeah,
Like you've
yeah.
been doing all of it. 14 albums in, is the way that you promote an album now different because the world has changed around
Well,
us
yeah.
so much,
You
right?
know, I mean, it's different in a lot of ways. I mean, it used to be maybe 3 golden doors. Now it's a thousand
Yeah.
bronze doors or 1,000 golden doors. You know, it's and you have to go through all of those doors to make sure that people are aware. You know, we live in a fast-paced world. You know, a lot is moving. People are moving around. People got other things in their lives that they're thinking about. You know, they're just not spending all of their time thinking about, you know, LL's new album. So, and my job is to go out here as an artist and make sure that I give people opportunity to enjoy it by letting them know it's out. You know, you don't want to hear that I didn't know you had an album out thing.
Yeah.
Because even when they know, like, let's keep it real, even when people know, like, you could tell somebody, yo, that new LL album is crazy, it's dope, but people are so busy and the world is moving so fast that they still may not go push play. They still make, so for people to take the time to go and download, you know, the album and to actually listen to it, and or to purchase the album, purchase the vinyl, purchase the CD, you know, that's a big deal. So I don't take that lightly. And, you know, and there's, you know, obviously millions of people who are doing that right now. And so, you know, I don't take that for granted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. And track wise, you have something for everyone, right? You've got like the Playboy, sexy Playboy track, Proclivities with Sweetie. You've got the head to head with Eminem, which is just like mind blowing. Like to watch the video, especially, right? To watch you
Mm-hmm.
guys in action. And then you've got the compelling storytelling, Spirit of Cyrus featuring Snoop Dogg. So what would you say is that thread that kind of brings it all together on this musical journey that you take us on in the
I
Force?
would say the thread that brings it all together is just a desire to make something that was inspired. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, I'm inviting people to, you know, it's like the blackest cookout in the world, but the whole world's invited. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And it's inclusive. You know what I'm saying? And that was the main thing. Like doing something that's really, truly, and sincerely inspired was the thing, right? You just
Yeah.
don't want to make something that like, you know, like I just didn't want people to like I wanted people to really be able to escape life, dive into different subject matter, and feel the vibe. And it really was about being inspired. It was that simple. It wasn't really like super complicated or nothing. You know what I'm saying? It was just inspiration, straight inspiration.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Straight inspiration. Like that, like that, like that, like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, love that, and that all paid off. All right, so now the extra fun part of the interview, right?
Yeah.
The 10 and 10 challenge.
Okay.
Okay, 10 random and revealing
Okay.
questions to give the viewers a chance to really get to know you. You know, they know LL, they're gonna know Todd by the end of
Oh
this,
boy.
right?
Oh boy. I don't know if I want them to know that though. I'm not sure.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
not sure they need to know Todd and all that, man. You know what
Well,
I mean?
you withhold as much as you want. Withhold as much as you want.
All
But
right, let's
they're
do it.
also gonna fun. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, no, I'm listening. I'm with you.
Okay. No, it's going to be fun. Don't you worry. Don't you worry.
Okay.
Okay. This is the icebreaker question that I ask everyone in the 10 and 10 challenge, right?
Okay.
Question number 1. Complete the sentence. I give the best blank.
Contributions to hip hop.
Good one.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, good. All right. Question number 2. I'm going to name 4 tracks from your album. And I'm going to ask you a question around the name of the track, not about the actual song, around the name of the track.
Okay.
Okay.
All
So
right.
run it back. right?
It's
One of
a
my favorites,
yeah,
featuring Q-Tip. Q-Tip produced it, but he's also on the hook.
yeah.
Is there a moment in time that you can think of from your career, from your life, where you would love to run it back, either do it again the same way or make a different decision that could change, I don't know.
Well, the whole idea of running back is succeeding and then succeeding again.
Mm.
So, that's the spirit of it is, win the championship, run it back, win the championship again, run it back, run the numbers up and run it back. So it's really not, there is no regret at all in that song. That song is about winning and then winning again. And people could do that in all aspects of their life, whether it's school, work, promotion, passing the bar, going to med school, getting your commercial trucker's license, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You learning how to drive a tractor, like you just run the numbers up, run it back. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's
Yeah.
about.
Yeah. Okay. And that's what you enjoy doing, like winning, and winning.
Yeah. Like I look at my career, right? It's like you make great. Let's say you have a successful album. We want to give you another successful album. Let's say you have a successful moment. You want to have another successful moment. Life you got to be aggressive. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
you don't get complacent. Victory, the most dangerous moment on the battlefield is the moment of victory. So that's when you have to be the most vigilant. That's when you want to be real focused, you know what I'm saying? And really, so instead of me getting lazy when I win, I get more focused and want to win at a higher level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the vibes.
Yeah.
That's the thinking.
Yeah. Okay. Love that. So Saturday Night Special, first single, like, crazy track. First single from The Force, featuring Rick Ross and Fat Joe as well. Now, I know it's not about this, but what is a typical Saturday night like for you, or special Saturday night? Is it like family time? Is it letting your hair down? Is it work? Is it watching a movie?
It
Like, what do you
depends on
do on
my
a
mood, baby.
Saturday?
It depends on my mood.
Okay.
It depends on my mood. I could be bouncing off the walls. I could be jumping through the sunroof, out the sunroof of the SUV. I could be eating ice cream, watching cartoons, man. It depends.
Okay.
It's whatever I'm in the mood for in that moment, that's what it's going to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Straight
Yeah. Nice. So you
up.
switch it up.
No, you got to. You
Yeah.
have to. 100%. No question.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
know what I mean? So that, and that song, Saturday Night Special was also like offhand, weapon back in the days that was used. And it was like, what I was basically telling people is
Uh-huh.
that there are certain dangers that exist in life, and it's going to be integrity. And when I talk about integrity, I'm not talking about moral judgment. I'm not talking about judging people in moral perfection. I'm saying the integrity, in other words, keeping your word, doing what you say you're going to do. Like me, if I say I'm going to do something, I do it. I may not necessarily always do it when a person wants it or but I do what I say I'm going to do. So that was what that song was really about. And that Saturday Night Special was, first of all, creatively, we thought it was a title. And then secondly, there was a certain amount of danger associated with that thing back in the days, the Saturday Night Special. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was just telling people to be cautious, you know what I mean, and watch. You
Got
know?
it. Got it. Great track.
Thank
The
you.
Vow, you actually introduced a couple of new rappers on The Vow. That's something that you have often done throughout your career. That's important to you, to give others who are coming up a platform. And they certainly held their own on that
Oh yeah, no,
track. A lot of
they
people
killed it.
loving
They
that.
sound
Yeah.
amazing on it. So the vow, really, that the title of the vow, that's what it was about, right? I knew that I had an album full of superstars, some of the biggest rappers in the world. Everybody from Snoop to Nas to Eminem to to Rick Ross to Joe to Buster. Like these are some of the biggest luminaries in the whole hip hop culture. But no, but in addition to that, though, I also wanted to give someone else an opportunity. Somebody who nobody knew, somebody who was virtually unknown except for maybe their small following on social media, and give them an opportunity, no strings attached, to give them an alley-oop. You know what I'm saying? Give them a chance to get up there and dunk the ball and show the world their skills. I didn't sign these guys. I didn't want nothing from them. I know people may think that's crazy, but I don't care. Like that's what I wanted to do, and it made me feel good, and that was my vow. And so you got Mad Squabbles from Philadelphia. You got Don Pablito, who's from Southside Queens, and you got Jay Sand, who's from Lafayette, Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? and they all, you know, are doing their thing, and I just wanted to give them a shot. So the vow for me was about, you know, making a vow and then keeping it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And that's why I named it that. Straight
How
up.
did you find them, by the way?
On the internet. On the internet. Straight up. On the internet. Um,
YouTube
yeah,
or
well, IG really like Instagram, YouTube. I mean,
yeah.
Tip found Jay Sand. I found Mad Squabbles and Don Pablito on IG. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Just it just came across the algorithm, and I was like, yo, I like the way they rhyme. Yo, I like the way he sounds. You know, the vibes and stuff like that. And I just decided to give him a shot. You know, that's why you never know.
Yeah.
Like I watch everything online. Like I see, you know, people tag me with their new demos and they tag me with their music and they, you know, people like it's so hilarious. Like, you know, people will tag me on a story. I look at the story and then they screenshot it. Like I was seeking them out. It's like, yo, you tagged me on a story, B. What, you mean I'm not gonna look at it? You tagged me on a joint.
He's
So
sneaking
when
into
people
my stories
yeah, yo,
that
it's
I
creeping.
tagged him on.
LL's lurking in my stories. Ooh, yeah, I'm lurking. Yo, so you know, when they put me, when they give it, you know, when people tag me, you know what I'm saying? I look at what they do. That's all. I
Yeah.
check it out.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's cool to know. I'm sure a lot of people are excited that they can actually access you in some form or fashion if they want you to see
Well,
something.
well,
So,
you know,
sort of,
relatively speaking, I'm, you
sort
know,
of,
some of
sort
that,
of.
some of that put me to sleep. But yeah, yeah, you know, it depends. You know what I'm
All
saying?
right, moving on.
Yeah.
Moving on to passion, right? You can just talking to you, we hear your passion. Hearing your music, of course, we hear your passion. What has driven your passion for hip hop music throughout the years? And have you ever, because sometimes people reach that certain level of success, the passion can die a little bit, the drive can die. Yours hasn't, but have you had times where maybe it waned and you had to work on getting that passion back?
Um, nah, I never had to work on getting the passion back. What I would tell you though is that, um, you have passion, right? And then that passion burns to a level where you find compassion.
Mm.
And then through compassion, you become passionate again. You know what I'm saying? So there's a circle to that. You know what I'm saying? There's a vibe that comes with that. You know what I mean? So like I was always passionate about hip hop, right? Always passionate about hip hop. Then, you know, I started seeing how certain artists who had been out a long time weren't necessarily being given the love and the respect and the props that I felt they deserved. And because of that, I turned around and became compassionate and showed some empathy and compassion for them, right?
Mm.
Which in turn fueled my passion to make another album again. You know what I mean? So nah, you know, passion, you gotta have it. It's the fuel. You gotta be hungry. You gotta be like dog, animal, lion in the bushes hungry for it, man. You can't half do this thing. You know what I'm saying? I never half do this thing. I don't half do nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't half do nothing. So it's like, you know, I'm an animal like that. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm.
yo, I really am. Like, I really just I'm passionate about this thing, and that's why I treat this thing like I was shot out of a cannon. You know what I'm saying? All these decades later, because I'm that hungry. It's like I might as well, in terms of hunger, I might as well be 15 or something. Hunger wise, not
Yeah.
age wise, not trying to be a little kid, none of that.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about in terms of my hunger. It hasn't waned. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I love the way you linked it to compassion because I was going to ask you for those people who haven't found their passion or have lost their passion, that's how you get it back. You know, the finding the compassion, the passion is gonna come out of that. I love that. Okay,
Yeah,
good. Yeah, thanks. Okay, question number 3. We all love the feeling of accomplishing goals, right,
yeah.
in our dreams, but your achievements have been things that nobody else on the face of the planet has ever done,
Hmm.
right?
Some of them,
Until
yeah.
you've done it. And, you know, we have a long list, but first rapper to ever sign to Def Jam, first hip hop superstar, first rapper to receive the Kennedy Center honors, only rapper to reach the level of success that you have as an actor, one of the longest running actors on television and movie star as well. 10 platinum albums in a row. And now, I mean, the only hip hop star to be making music across a 40-year, really 5 decades, right? It's been
Yeah.
40 years, but you're in the 5th decade now. But not just music, great music, and music that's having an impact on the culture. So which of your achievements makes you smile the hardest when you think about it?
Which achievement makes me smile the hardest? I'd say the greatest achievement is just the fact that, my confidence is pure, but I ain't arrogant. That's the greatest achievement. You know what I'm saying? Like, beyond that, I think, you know, what I've been able to do for the the pioneering aspects of hip hop in terms of lifting up the artists that even came before me, and making sure that the Fearless Four and the Treacherous Three and the Crash Crew and Curtis Blow and Grandmaster Caz, Cold Crush and Soul Sonic and all of those dudes are respected. Globe and Wiz Kid and what I'm saying, Spoonie G and Herc and Grand Wizard Theodore and Flash and Scorpio and Mel and rest in peace Cowboy Ness and doing all of that. You know what I'm saying? The Jazzy Five, Jazzy Sensation. Like thinking about like me, being able to do that and lift these artists up. That for me with Rock the Bells is like an amazing, amazing accomplishment, because a lot of people had written off timeless hip hop. A lot of people thought that what I'm doing wasn't possible. Like before I dropped this album, people didn't, they think you can make a record. They may even think, even your own peers may think, you can make a record and maybe it'll sound pretty good. But they didn't know that we could do chart topping numbers and be record breaking and really get out here and really be in the mix for real. And you know what I'm saying? Like the way it's going. I mean, like it have millions of views and millions of streams and sell vinyl, physical copies. Like a lot of people didn't know that was possible. So this forced moment for me is like a really great accomplishment that I'm really grateful to have. You know what I'm saying? Like, pride is a strong word. I take pride in what I've done, but I'm real grateful. You know what I'm saying? Like we changing the game. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a game changer, and it's gonna make it possible for the youngsters, moving forward to do their thing. They're not gonna have to meet the headwinds that I had to meet in order to, do this. You know what I'm saying? Like now it's believable. People thought I was out of my mind when I said I wanted to make an album, man. Like people know, what I'm saying? Like, and now we spinning on, channels everywhere, because I know for a fact, if I'm 15, 16, 17, 18, the only thing that matters is when I press play, do I like it? Everything else is a bunch of talking, man. Everybody is talk. Yo, when I press play, do I like it? If they like it, they in, period. So make some hot shit. Like make something hot, make something good. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I look to do. So for me, that's an exciting thing.
Yeah. No, you're certainly showing the world, what can be done, what's possible. It'll be interesting to see if a lot of these other rappers, who are legends and veterans, if they now will take the chance on themselves.
Oh, they will. They will. 100%. And some look, as soon as I announced to the world that me and Q-Tip were even doing a record, I saw veterans running in the studio and teaming up. I mean, so we were already leading before the record dropped. Just the fact that I made the announcement, and I'm very well aware that a lot of guys take a cue from me, and I'm comfortable with that leadership. I don't shun my leadership role in hip hop. So, it's all good. We doing what we do, and we just gonna keep getting it, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, love it. Okay, question number 4. Okay, this is kind of a fun one, get to know you sort of thing. It's rapid fire though, so it won't last long. So give me a this or that. Okay. Window or aisle?
Aisle.
Okay. Indian food or West Indian food? And you're part Bayesian, and I know there's some Bayesians watching right now, some of my Bayesian friends. But Indian food or West Indian food?
West Indian. I mean, I love the chicken. I love the biryani rice and all that. I'm with all that. But yo, I need that. I'm gonna have to I need some Jamaican food. I love Barbados and all that. But I'm gonna need some curry chicken and all that, man. Some rice and peas, plantains and all that, man. I love everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? I know I like tiki masala and all that is cool. I'm respectful. I love it, but I'm going West Indian.
Sorry, my phone is going off. Right. Stop. Okay.
You're popular, huh? You're popular, huh? That phone going off, huh?
I don't know who's calling. It's like everyone's supposed to know I'm on live with the legend right now. Okay, dancehall or Afro beats? Because I know you listen to, all kinds of music.
Wow, dancehall or Afro beats?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I got more history with dance. I like Afro beats though. I like
Okay.
Afro beats, man. Afro beats is yo. I like
Yeah.
that Afro beats. I mean, yeah. I'm going Afro beats.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
There's your answer. Okay. 80s or 90s, and make of that what you will, whether it's music, whether it's style, whatever you want it to be.
I'm going 80s, B. Yeah.
80s. All right. Can
Everybody
you say
wants
why?
90s. Most people are gonna say 90s. I'm going 80s, man, because that's when we started Def Jam. That's when, I was doing handstands on the subway going to get put on. So it's a different thing for me. I know the 90s is like the glory years for some people and all that, but I'm going 80s. I'm going 80s.
Okay. Okay. You've gone rogue. 80s. All right. Sex symbol or cerebral? And one of the reasons I want to ask this is because Method Man recently, just the other day, I think was on, and he was talking about how he doesn't really want to be looked at as a sex symbol. Like he'd rather be looked at as, someone smart, etc. Sex symbol or cerebral?
Pick your poison, baby. Whatever you want it to be, man. However you want to do it, baby. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Lay your favorite book on my six pack. You know what I mean? Like you know what I'm saying? Whatever you want it to be, man. But I personally, I don't even think about that, I don't even think about that at all. But,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I mean, me personally,
But you're
I
okay
prefer
with it. You're
books.
comfortable with that.
Yeah, I'm going with books though. I mean, if I had to pick, I'm going with the books, man. Come on, man. I can't do nothing. Beauty fades, man. The sublime lasts forever, baby. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going with the cerebral if I got to choose. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but both
Yeah,
is
yeah,
better, right?
yeah, both. Yeah. Just lay put your favorite novel. Take a math test on my chest and all that. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah.
Got it. Okay, this is a tricky one. East Coast or West Coast?
Ain't tricky at all. East Coast. You see the hat? What you mean?
Okay,
What's tricky about that? That's not tricky at all
okay.
for me. I'm from New
All
York,
right.
baby. I'm
Well,
from
it's
Queens.
tricky for
I'm
me,
from
not tricky for you.
I'm
Okay.
Queens. I'm from Queens, baby. Yo, it's all love. I got lots of homies in LA. They know I love Cali. I've been coming out here for years and doing different
Yeah.
things, but I'm from New York, baby. That
Got
ain't
it.
gonna change. I'm from the curb, baby.
Yeah. Understood. Understood. All right. Last one. There is only one correct answer here. Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Wars.
Oh, I'm glad you said that. Okay. All right. I have to ask you because the Force, right, which stands for Frequencies of Real Creative Energy. But when I heard your album was called The Force, the first thing I think of, because I'm a huge Star Wars fan, is May the Force be with
Yeah,
you, all that stuff.
yeah,
What?
because all
Yeah,
that's part of it.
it is.
All
You were
that's part of it.
influenced by Star Wars.
Definitely, originally we wanted to get James Earl Jones, may he rest in peace. I wanted James Earl Jones to do the intro on the song "The Force." I tried to get him to do it. Obviously he wasn't in a condition to be able to do it, but we definitely reached out to his camp. Like I wanted James Earl Jones to do the intro. LL Cool J, hip hop, the Force. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, come on. Like listen. I love. You know what I'm saying? The mythology behind Star Wars. Star Wars is a mythological journey. It's a journey about life. It's a journey about the unfolding of the human experience. It's not just special effects and laser beam shootouts and lightsabers. You know what I'm saying? So on a mythological level, you know what I'm saying, the Force is powerful. You know what I'm saying? So that's why Michael Jackson, the king was like, yo, the Force has got a lot of power, and you know what I'm saying? It make me feel like, woo, you know what I'm saying? So that's where I was at with it. So yeah, Star Wars. I like Star Trek too. You know what I'm saying? Me and my mom used to sit there and watch it and all that and laugh at the beginning. Sing that part. But yeah, Star Wars. Star Wars.
Okay. Good answer. Good answer. Question number 5. So you've said, I know a lot of people have asked you about this, but I think I'm going to ask in a different way. You said you had to learn how to rap again.
Yeah.
On this album, right?
Yeah.
What does that look like a legend, a pioneer, learning how to rhyme again? Is that you, like you in the shower, like trying different things out? Are you, recording yourself on Zoom or
In the shower trying different loofers and sponges and I'm in the shower just trying different
trying
things.
different sounds and flows? I don't know. Like, how do you teach yourself to, people sing in the shower, right? How do
It's a
you
craft.
how do you teach yourself?
The same way Steph Curry would do 1,000 free throws, or Kobe Bryant would do 1,000 free throws. The same way that
Yeah.
Jimi Hendrix would sit there or and play that guitar over and over again. Is the same way that I can look at this craft and play with those couplets and mess with those internal rhyming schemes and mess with those limericks and haikus and I am pentameters and just different things. You just learn how to write better, how to create better, and how to execute. You know what I'm saying? So part of being great at anything is being self-aware enough to know that you need improvement. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Like, that comes with the territory, baby. So I don't care if it's an ice cream cone eating contest, you got to get better at it, man. And that's what it is. You know what I mean? Like, whatever it is, you got to work on it.
Well, speaking of that, so we know that you made an album with Dre. Like, initially, your new album was going to be Dre produced. Did you finish a whole album and you were like, no, I'm just not
We
happy
did
with
more
this?
than an album. We did like 30, 40 songs. And the music, what Dre brought to it is impeccable. It was unbelievable. It was like another level. But my songwriting, I don't feel lived up to what he was giving me, and he deserves the best LL. You know what I'm saying? That's my man, and I respect him. And I'm not gonna half step or mess up an opportunity to work with somebody as great as Doc if I'm not writing at the level I need to write at. So that's why I worked on, what I'm saying, getting better. And yes, one thing led to another. We took a hiatus, and I ended up doing the album with Tip. But I love working with Dre, and anytime I go in the studio, I can't half step.
Yeah.
I can't half step, not on purpose. And moving forward, I definitely wouldn't half step on any level. So it's only going to get better. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is.
How how was that conversation? How did you tell him, you know what, I know we just made 30 songs, but I don't feel like.
No, nothing needs to be said. What's
Okay.
understood ain't got to be explained. It's like, you take a little break and, you take a little pause because you're trying to find that thing. It's, that's the beauty of art. When you walk in a room and you see, it's like walking into a house, into a piece of real estate and seeing a view and you go, that when it takes that awe-inspiring moment when you see something, you like, oh, that's amazing. Or you see something, that's music. When you're painting on silence, when you hear that thing and you get goosebumps and it's clicking on all cylinders, you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, it was, I just needed to be better.
Would you ever release, like, there's not one,
No,
not one?
no. Why would I release something
Because
if
we
I
want
didn't
to
think it was right?
hear
Oh yeah, you
it.
just being nosy and all that, just curious and all that.
Yeah, we want to hear it. We want to hear it. Did Dre give you his feedback on the Force?
No, he hit me when Saturday Night Special came out. He loved it. He loved it. He's excited. He felt really good about it. And that's my man. That's my brother, my friend. And yeah, he felt real good about it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's good energy. It's good energy around. Look, I got great relationships in the game, with some of the greats. You know what I'm saying? And my network is full of the greats. And we all are on the same page when it comes to this thing. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Yeah.
You know?
The best of the best of the best. Yeah. Number 6, 2024 has been a big year for rap battles, right?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Kendrick, Drake. You even had Chris Brown and Quavo at one point. You know a thing or two about rap battles. Cool Modi, Cannabis. I mean, no one's seen or heard from him since Paul Cannabis. Anyway, if you had to battle one of your past selves from a specific era,
Mm-hmm.
who would be the hardest to beat? Which LL Cool J would be the hardest to beat in a rap battle?
The one you interviewing.
Okay, so it would be you against you, you now against you now.
Yeah, he wouldn't have a chance.
Really?
Too easy.
So the 4321 LL was
You
just
wouldn't have
nah, it'd
a
be
shot.
demolished.
I eat them alive.
Wow. Okay, okay. That's great. Um, if someone offered you $1 billion to challenge someone to a rap battle right now, at this stage in your career, is that something that you'd even be interested in? And is it?
For $1 billion?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay, well, you know what my
I,
follow-up
I
question
mean,
is.
I mean, you know, dudes battle for free every day. Like, you kidding me?
Okay, well, I
I'll rap battle
strategically
my,
asked
yo,
it
let me
that
tell you
way.
something. Hey, yo, Sharon, I would battle my moms for $1 billion. Are you kidding me? I'll write her shit. I would write her shit and send it to her. Yo, ma, say this about me. Yo, are you kidding me? For $1 billion in cash? What?
Would you
Come on.
lose?
Huh?
Would you purposely lose for $1 billion?
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
would. Well, that's an
Yes,
honest man for you
yes,
there, ladies and
yes.
gentlemen.
The answer is yes. I would definitely lose on purpose for $1 billion. Absolutely, not a problem. Because listen. What are we really talking about here? Like, it's not like now. If it was like, now you asking me if it's hilarious. It's like, because I don't want people to put their life savings on the line and then I lose and they get creamed and all that. Like, I don't want to do all that because there's a lot of externalities that come with that. But
Yeah.
if you just talk about clean black and white, L, you lose the battle, we
Yeah.
give you $1
Here's a
billion.
billion.
Yo,
Yeah.
if it's just clean, nobody gets hurt, I lose the battle, I get $1 billion, cut the check. I'm gonna get up there like a skippity bebop, we rock a Scooby Doo. Guess what? America, we I said a ticky tock, a tick. Whatever
You
y'all
sounded
need,
like
B.
Das Effects there for a
Oh,
second,
I
though.
don't. No, I'm not. That's too good. Then I'm whatever. A boo hop, a Bob Ray, whatever. $1 billion. Come on, B. Ain't nothing to talk about, man.
Okay, well,
Patient,
okay,
that's like asking a mailman. It's like, hey, yo, would you lose? Yo, would you lose? Like, ask a FedEx driver, yo, would you lose a
lose the
package for
package.
$1 billion? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, B. What? Hell yeah.
Okay, well, although it could potentially be career ending, but
I don't know about all that. Ain't no one rap battle gonna end me.
okay,
No, they
okay,
ain't.
okay. That's
I'm
true.
not built like that. I'm not built like that. You said losing on purpose.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That don't mean I ain't got there. But now once I lose the battle, then I can have a rebuttal though, right? I can come back like
Yeah.
I got the $1 billion in the bank that I can fry their ass. What's with that $1 billion in the bank? You know, this is what I meant to say, homie. And the boom, boom. You know what I mean?
All right, so I have to ask the follow-up, which was, who would it be? Who would it be against?
I wouldn't do
Who
that.
would you battle?
You ain't hitting me. I ain't gonna turn into clickbait and all that and be all
Oh,
with the
you can
hook,
use that
hook
headline,
all
Greg.
around, clickbait and just clickbait it out and all that. I ain't doing that.
There
I ain't
goes
doing
my
that.
headline.
I
Okay,
know it's your
I'm
headline
just
and all that. Of course
kidding.
it is. You gonna
I'm
have me all
kidding.
hooked on LL challenges such and such for $1 billion? No, I don't think so. Shit.
LL's too good at this. He's too good at this. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to question number 7. We're almost there. Okay, I'm going to name 3 things. Tell me if you believe in them or not. Karma. Karma. Do you believe in karma?
I believe in grace.
You believe in
Yeah.
grace? What's that? What do you mean?
Because I think that, see, karma is a funny word because I believe that
Do people get what
it,
they deserve?
no, not always.
Hmm.
It depends because there's a lot of times in life when you probably deserved a lot worse than you got. Like you may deserve to have a piano fall on your head, but maybe you trip over a keyboard. You know what I mean? So I don't know if it's,
A
I can't
grand
say I don't
piano.
believe, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you may deserve a grand piano to fall right on your forehead, but instead you trip over a xylophone and all that and twist your ankle. So,
Yeah.
it's like, I don't know if I can't tell people what to believe.
Hmm.
And I don't get into religion, but I would say that I believe in grace and mercy. You know what I'm saying? Grace and mercy and intention. You know what I'm saying? Karma's a funny thing. Like, I'm funny about that. I'm not sure about that.
Okay. Aliens.
100%.
Yeah.
Of course. That's like standing on top of a mountain, staring at the ocean and saying there's nothing in there.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's an absolute absurd thought to think that, it's like, you know what it's like? It's like, remember, like, there were civilizations thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago, right? They didn't even know China was there. You had people there were times in this world when no one knew there were people in China. No one knew there were people in India. No one knew there were people in the North Americas. Nobody knew there was people, indigenous people in Australia. You see what I'm saying? So to think that we're here and there's nothing out there, we're just in a Christopher Columbus time right now. So the same way back then they thought the earth was, whatever, and there was nothing out there, and they were sailing to hell. That's the same way people are looking at the space right now. And now 1,000 years from now, we're gonna look like antiquated morons for thinking that there's nothing out there, because it's all kinds of civilizations out there.
Would you go into space?
Yeah, I would. We just got to talk about the safety situation, because I ain't trying to be like homie and them in the submarine and all that. Respectfully, like, that's nasty. So, do I want to get turned into a 4th of July firework? No, I don't. I would rather not become a 4th of July firework and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really not interested in that part of it. But would I go out to space? Absolutely. I would definitely go out of space.
Okay. Do you believe in the power of manifestation, that with the power of thought, any of us can make anything happen?
100%. 100%. It was without a doubt. I mean, my first song that I ever made on a label on Def Jam was, I said, I predict this world will hit the highest plateau in the world of music, paparazzi, wealth, and fame, the total proportion of my name. I said that on the first song I ever made for the label.
Really?
I mean, yes, manifestation is a huge part of this whole thing, because if you can, everything in the world started off as an idea, right? This hat was an idea, and somebody came up with a shape and a color and your laptop. Like, everything starts with an idea, and that's manifestation. It goes from a two-dimensional space to a three-dimensional space here with us, and then there's other dimensions as well. It's up to 11 dimensions, right, that we can go through as we matriculate up the various dimensions of life and time, you know what I'm saying, to bring things to fruition. So that comes with the game, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you got to understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a man or woman think in their heart, so is he or she, you know what I'm saying? Like, manifestation is a big part of it. Question.
So be careful how you think, right? Raise your thoughts.
Well, yeah.
To the highest.
You want to vibrate at a high level, and you also don't want your thoughts to be like a cork in the ocean just floating around. See, some people, they don't think about the power to control their thoughts. They never consider that. They just, wherever their thoughts take them, that's where they go. It's like throwing a cork in a baby pool on a windy day. It's just all over the place. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to like a boat. You know what I'm saying? Like with a motor and a direction and a goal. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta make sure that you are controlling your mind. You dig?
Yeah. It's not the easiest thing to do, but with practice gets easier.
Well, the thing that makes it difficult for people is that they let their emotions overwhelm them. Because they're thinking the wrong thoughts. A lot of times when it's difficult, they've thought the wrong thought. That misaligned thinking brings on a feeling of emotion, and then that feeling of emotion fuels more misaligned thoughts. You dig what I'm saying? So you gotta, but I don't want to turn into Guru L and all that, Guru the Cool and all that.
Too late.
The coolest guru on the internet. No, I ain't trying to do all that. I'm just, you got to know these things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's no way to get to the highest level if you don't know this.
Yeah. No, that's powerful, and I see people, in the chat are excited hearing this from you. Okay, number 8, you are one of the longest running actors on television with In the House, right? Your sitcom, first of all, and then NCIS, 14 seasons. You've been a movie star.
Yeah.
14 seasons, yeah. It's incredible. I mean, like, your success in all these different worlds. Have you come across roles in your career where you're like, you know what, it just clashes too much with who I am as an artist. I can't, like, it's interesting, but I can't do this.
Um, have I ever? I mean, I
Are
only
you
do
like
stuff.
very particular about your roles as an actor because you also have this life as an
Nah,
artist?
nah, nah, nah,
Okay.
nah, nah. Nah, I'm particular about if I'm going to act, then I'm just got to be moved by the material.
Okay.
Period. It's got to be something that I'm willing to lend my instrument to. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be something that I'm inspired to do. It's all about inspiration at the end of the day. Everything else is a bunch of talking. You know what I'm saying? You know, everything else
Mm-hmm.
is a bit. Let me ask you a question. How do I get rid of these comments on the thing so I can see what's going on? I feel like I'm talking from behind a bunch of words and all that. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
I can. I don't know how to do it. Does anyone know how to?
Yeah. All right, don't worry about it then. Yeah, don't worry
Yeah.
about it. I'm just going. Yeah, I just feel like
Sorry.
I've been talking this whole time. I feel like I got like a
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
a.
You know what? When I post this on my page, though, the comments won't be there.
Oh,
But
okay,
yeah,
all right.
you're right, and it just got worse. I pressed. Did it just get worse?
Yeah. It's real bananas now.
Oh
You know what I'm
no.
saying?
I don't know. Does anyone know how do I turn these comments off?
I have.
Hold on.
Yeah, don't worry
No.
about it. Don't worry about it. Don't trip
Oh
off of
wait,
that.
there you go. That's better,
Yeah,
right?
for you on your side, probably on me, I'm looking at
No,
so much
no.
nonsense.
Now I can see more of you. Oh
Yeah, yeah,
God.
yeah. It's
Wait,
all good.
no,
Don't
no,
worry
no,
about it.
no. It's hold on, hold on, hold on. In the meantime, while I try to figure this out, let me ask you. Okay, so yeah, you need the material that moves
Yeah,
you.
yeah, you got to be
Remember in the
moved.
huh?
No, I think
Remember the
you
early
got to be moved.
2000s? Yeah,
Huh?
yeah. Sorry, I am gonna work on this, but you can.
Nah,
I'll
don't
just
trip.
ask
Don't
you.
trip.
No, no, I just made it worse. But like, in the early 2000s, there were a lot of rappers who were crossing over into acting, right? And I remember there were some traditional actors who weren't too happy about that.
Yeah.
Did you find that the early stages of your career, you had to sort of go above and beyond to prove yourself as an actor?
I think that just comes with the territory. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, there's always going to be somebody hating for some one reason or another. I mean, that comes with the territory. And,
yeah.
it's like, people like to come up with reasons why certain things aren't happening in their lives. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know, it's kind of like, it's just like somebody um, who never exercises wonders why there's another person who's on the cover of a fitness magazine. They're
Mm-hmm.
taking all the fitness jobs, but you ain't even exercising. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
just, you know what I mean? So I don't even trip off of that. Like, I just wanted to make music, and when I do my acting, those opportunities came. I'm not limiting myself for nobody, man. And if they're not comfortable with it, then they better go read some Stanislavski and just sharpen up their game or something. Because I'm gonna do what I gotta do, man. You need to go get Uta Hagen and Michael Caine and Stanislavski, and
Got
do what you gotta do.
it up.
Yeah. Get inside the actor's studio and all that. Because
Yeah.
when I have an opportunity, I'm taking advantage of it, man. If you can't handle that, it's sorry to hear that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, no, totally.
You know what I mean?
Have you found that acting has helped you with your music? Because Spirit of Cyrus, which is one of my favorite tracks, right?
Thank you.
You
Thank you.
take on this whole different persona, and a lot of people actually don't know what that song is about. So maybe you can explain that too. A controversial character that you've taken on, but you've really sort of um, figured out how to get into his psyche in an imaginary way, of course,
Yeah.
because we don't know what he was thinking. But did acting help with that? Because there's a lot of that goes into taking on characters.
Well, it's more about like just writing a song. Like, Spirit of Cyrus, which is the opening song on the album, is a song that is based on the life of a guy named Christopher Dorner. And he was an LAPD cop who went rogue and just started, hurting a bunch of people.
Mm.
And really, eliminating people, like, and he was, a killer, and he was a guy who felt mistreated and misunderstood, and the reason why I got inspired to write the song, is because I got a call from high level law enforcement. I got friends in law enforcement who called me like, yo, you need to stay in the house. And I was like, well, I got to stay in the house. It was like, yo, there's a manhunt out for this guy and he looks just like you. So when I got that call, I went down the rabbit hole and started checking out his story, checking out what he's been into. And I got inspired to write the song. I saw so many correlations between his complaints and what was going on in society. And, is he handling it wrong? Is he handling it right? What is there's so many different ways to look at it. Mm-hmm. And it just inspired me to write the song. So, Tip had that incredible, infectious, kind of eerie, synthy sounding song track in the studio he was working on. And it just hit me. And I just said, this is my manifesto, the reason why I did it. The press will call me evil and label me a menace. Don't let the lies deceive you. They push me to my limit. Racism's a disease. It's only right I kill it. Black blood, you're quick to spill it. Terrorize, rape, and pillage. Hide behind your image and terrorize my village. It's a very dark and journey into the psyche of a man who's at his breaking point. And, society as a whole has been at a breaking point. So it just felt like the perfect analogy / metaphor for what was going on in the world and the fabric of society. And then adding Snoop to it, because Snoop has such an amazing voice and flow that it felt like on that chorus, don't try to apprehend me. I black and blue your family. Don't try to. It just felt so right.
You
to have
sound
Snoop
just like
on.
him, man.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because when I wrote that part, I was thinking about him. You know what I'm saying? So he came in there.
Did a good Snoop impersonation.
Yeah. That's my other thing. I do karaoke. I do Snoop records on the weekend at karaoke. You know what I mean?
It wouldn't
surprise
me.
Yeah, I got the wig with the braids and all that. I do a bang up job, baby. I promise you. So
well, you did say you want him to play you in a.
Yeah.
You were kidding.
Want him to be me in the biopic. Yeah, I think it'd be perfect. No, I was completely serious.
But you guys are the same age. How is he gonna play Are you?
Are you being ageist, Sharon? Are you being ageist right now? Did I just hear some ageism? Did you?
No, but the young LL,
I want Snoop now to play me when I was 17. I think it'd be perfect.
Okay, we believe you. Yeah.
It's called innovation. You like that?
Yeah.
Yo.
You are hilarious. You're hilarious. Did you ever do comedy?
Absolutely not.
When you were a kid, you weren't were you the kid that had everyone laughing
me?
all the time?
Comedy? Hell no. Only the closest thing we got to comedy is snapping on people's mothers in school. I did a little of that. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I snapped on somebody's mom or something. Huh?
That's good practice.
Oh, yeah, it can be. You know what I mean? You talk that talk a little bit, snap on somebody's moms and all that.
Yeah. You are hilarious. Okay, we are on question number 9. Okay, so just 2 more. What is your favorite LL Cool J track of all time, not including this album? And you have to pick one.
I like doing it.
Yeah.
I like doing it, man.
We all do. Yeah.
Doing it is a really, you know what I mean? It just got a vibe to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I need a rough neck. No doubt. I'm the player that you're talking about. I just like that joint. I guarantee shorty is real, baby. I like doing it. And another one would have been Il Bon. I like Il Bon. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Hypnotize your eyes until you recognize. Sparkle on my chrome shoes, paralyzed. Make the money. I like Il Bon too. But doing it in Il Bon, 2 of my favorites.
How do you remember all your lyrics with all these songs?
With great difficulty.
Really?
Nah. I mean, you know what? It's just, over
do you have
years,
to go to Genius or whatever it is that has the lyrics?
Yo, let me tell you something. most of them lyrics be wrong.
I was going to ask you, that was my next
People
question. The
like,
song that people get wrong
oh
the
my
most.
goodness, all of them, so many of them. Like even on Murdergram Do, when I said once I pull a pin, that's when somebody wrote, they got them thinking it's once I pull up in. No, it's once I pull a pin on a grenade. Once I pull a pin, that's when they're killing with, you know what I mean? Like people just, they hear like, you know, they write it wrong. Headsprung is really the one that nobody knows what I'm saying on that
one was so bad. I just looked at, for some reason yesterday, I looked at
They
the
think I'm
lyrics
calling
for
myself
that.
Big Willie. Yeah, they just, you know what I mean?
I
They Big
saw
Willie and
one
all
that
like,
said
come on.
Big Law or something. It said something about law. I'm like, how did they get law out of Ellie? Like,
They
what?
must have been Lord have mercy. These lyrics is just too wrong right now. But yo, I don't know what they was thinking, but nah, you know, yeah.
You're
But
not
nah,
going
it's
there
all
to
good.
refresh your memory
Yeah,
on the lyrics, yeah.
yeah, you know the lyrics, man. Like, you gotta soak them in your spirit, baby. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? That's what
Yeah,
it
yeah,
is.
yeah, yeah. Okay. Have you had a song that you feel was misunderstood?
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, you know, sometimes though, you know, what I've come to realize is that sometimes some ideas can't be articulated with words. So you have to figure out how to convey the feeling. Because when you try to articulate it in words, it's just a miss. It's an automatic miss because you just can't get people there. It's just like it's like having an infinite amount of Rubik's cubes and an hour to solve them all.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some ideas transcend words. You know what I'm saying? So when you have an idea that transcends words, then you have to communicate it with words that can convey emotions. You know what I'm saying? And let people vibe off of that. You dig?
Yeah.
So you know, yeah, I definitely had some songs like that. I've had some moments. It was nasty, baby, nasty.
Like what?
Yeah, I don't even want to bring it up. I don't want to get people Google get hot. Everybody start Googling and get hot and focused on it, and they're gonna be tagging me in it and all that. But yeah, I know you want that. I know you want that one. Oh yeah, look at you. You
Well,
want
I
that.
think I might know, but I won't bring it up if you
Yeah,
don't
it's
want
just, you know, like
to.
I just think that, you know, when you do something, because you know what, sometimes you can have the best of intentions with a song, but if you do it wrong,
Yeah.
it's a miss, and you just gotta own it. Like, you know, you just gotta own it. You messed that up. You know what I'm saying? Like you didn't connect with people the way what you was trying to do. The words, you didn't get there. It just is no way around that. Like it's no way to kind of justify it or try to. It just didn't. You know,
Yeah.
it happens. And you know, but you know, part of that also is being willing to take the risk as an artist. Like I'm not afraid to look stupid. I don't want to purposely get out here and look stupid, but I'm not afraid of that when it
Yeah.
comes to art. So sometimes you take shots creatively and you miss the mark.
It's
You know,
never
you
going
you you know you
to be
try.
100%, is
Yeah,
it?
you try to hit the target, hit the arrow. You know, you try to hit the bullseye with an arrow, and you end up hitting, the prince in his calf muscle. You know what I'm saying? you know, you're in the court, in front of the
Ouch.
king, the whole royal family. Hit the target, and you just catch them, the prince right in his mouth. You know what I mean? Right in the quad. You know what I'm saying? It's like nasty. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it comes with the territory, especially when you've been in the game for so long and you're putting out all of this music. Okay, what is your favorite track from this album, from The Force?
Man, wow, I love them all, but I would say if I had to, if you like forced me to pick one, I probably would go with 30 Decembers
Okay, why?
because it's just so, it, it's just so refreshing and visually like imaginative and just, it just, everything, it just feels perfect to me.
Is
Like that's how
that the one
doing
that,
it is to me, huh? 30
is that the
Decembers
one where
feels
you
perfect.
you went around New York? It was during COVID.
Yeah.
Can you tell that story in case people haven't
Yeah,
heard?
yeah. So 30 December, what I did during COVID, during the pandemic, is I went around all over New York. And I had a mask on, I had shades on, I had a black hoodie on, Timberland, like you wouldn't have known who I was. If anything, you might have held your purse a little tighter, right? And it's like, I was moving all over. So I was on the subway, you know what I'm saying? I was on the on the bus, and I'm like really like by myself for hours and hours every day. I'd be in all the projects. I'd go to pink houses in Brooklyn. I was uptown in Harlem. I was out in far Rockaway, Queens. I was in the Bronx. I was like, just walk all the places that people wouldn't even think I was at. Up there in the Bronx where A Boogie and them is at, where the steps is at, where they got the steps where the Joker was there. Like, I was walking through places people didn't even know it was me. And in doing that, I got inspired to write that song, 30 Decembers, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, so when I talk about the song opens, I said, I came up off the street, took some pissy steps up to the belly of the beast. I'm talking about going up to the elevated subway, elevated train.
Yeah.
Which way I go? Kind of confusing. The machines are not working. There ain't no tokens or nothing. And this thing that changed all of a sudden. It's like I died and came back. Different faces and ages on their phones and computers. No one is reading the papers. Don't know who's contagious. White lady look funny because this black kid talking about dropping 40 and 20. Only thing on my mind, you won't take nothing from me. And the nurse sitting across from me, she really looked lovely. But it's like the way it's like, you can picture and visualize everything I'm saying
Yeah.
in the way it's like all of those lyrics and that is wrapped up in this warm winter blanket of a track. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like the coziest vibe in the world, and it's like it just makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It's like the atmosphere of the joint. It's sublime. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it's crazy.
Was it a feeling of freedom for you, although everything we were in lockdown and there were all these restrictions, but there was some freedom there for you to be able to go out incognito and have the mask on and
Say that word again. What?
Incognito.
Incognito sound like a superhero. You make it sound like a superhero.
Oh no, don't get the
Incognito.
Brits started.
Have you ever been incognito? Nah, yeah. So, nah, nah, it was fun.
Incognito. Yeah, the Cockney version.
Incognito and all that. Yeah, I was anonymous and I was moving around, and yeah, it was freeing. You know what I'm saying? Because it'd been a long time since I just was able to sit next to regular people and not be seen and not be noticed and
Yeah.
kind of just soak up the vibe like I did when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? So that was an amazing feeling. And it definitely inspired me in a major way. You know what I'm saying? With this record.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, question number 10. We're here. So, you've said that you've been on this mission to prove that dreams don't have an expiration date. Greatness doesn't have a number, right? And you're doing
have deadlines.
it. Yeah, exactly.
Well, greatness has many numbers. It's infinite amount of numbers.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, that's good. That's better. You have always had this strong belief in yourself. Though I watched an interview on YouTube. It says it's your first ever interview. I don't know if it was. But it was Video and Music Box, and you were just so confident, and you still have that confidence, and you've always had it from the outside looking in. But just for everyone who's watching right now, because a lot of people deal with confidence issues and, self-esteem, those moments when maybe you've second guessed yourself or you felt a little lower than usual or a little less confidence, how do you get that back? And then what advice do you have for people in order to find that inner confidence? So, because it's really tied into success, right? And you can't really be successful at something unless you find that in here, right?
So on my, go ahead, you
no, that's
finished?
No,
on my song Postmodern on the new record, I said, no matter your theology, dig in your reservoir. You know what I'm saying? I said incendiary mythology, Phoenix above the law, right? And then there was some lines, and then one of the lines was, no matter your theology, dig in your reservoir. What I was saying is that, like, in those times when you feel knocked down, you may be knocked down to the surface of your spirit, or what you consider to be the surface of your spirit. But the reality is you have a deeper reservoir. You have more inside of you. And that's why I said, no matter your theology, dig in your reservoir, because it's beyond even religion. It's about tapping into that thing that's common, that spirit, that I and the Father are one spirit that created everything. And no matter what, you can get to that. You dig? So it's like, So it's like, even if you're going through rough times, if you're going through things that you feel kicked, you feel beat down, you feel mistreated, you feel like the world isn't treating you fair, yo, you got this. But one of the keys is you have to know that here's the difference with human beings. You know how you're in your car and maybe if you drive a gas car, for those who still drive gasoline cars, or even a Charger, you know how it has that little, it'll get to that E, but there's like that little grace of red, like
Yeah.
after it's E, there's like this little reservoir, this little extra that gives you an opportunity to go to get some gas. Well, you have that as a human being in your spirit. So even when you think you at rock bottom, that goes back to that word grace I was talking about. God, you know, that God that's in you, that I am in you, will gives you that grace so you can dig deeper. You're stronger than you know, and stronger, and you can do more than you think you're capable of. But you have to be willing to confront the brutal reality of the moment and be self-aware to know, yo, I'm gonna have to dig a little deeper to do this. You dig what I'm saying? And so that's the thing, you know, like, bottom line, like, you know, everybody in the world told me that, yo, you can't make another album. You can't make an album that's going to impact and play on the radio and be rocking because, you know, you had a certain time in your life and you've been off the scene and you ain't been in the game and all that. But I ain't listened to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to dig in, no matter your theology, reach in your, that was the word, no matter your theology, reach in your reservoir. You know what I'm saying? You got to reach into your reservoir and pull that thing out. So, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? You cannot, you know, a person is a captain, a general is never truly defeated until they give up in their own mind. You know what I'm saying? There's always another way to continue. There's always more tactics you can adopt. You just got to be a dog, animal, vicious savage that's willing to go get it and not let people run over you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah.
From a compassionate place.
Depending on the scenario.
Oh.
If that's what's required, if from a place that's appropriate to the task at hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, are you compassionate when you bite a grape? Grapes
Yeah.
are alive.
A grape? Well,
A
I'm
grape.
vegan, so I don't eat
You don't eat
anything that was
grape?
alive. Yeah, but it's, you know, doesn't feel it.
It doesn't? Okay.
No.
Okay.
unless you can prove otherwise.
Okay. That's an interesting thought. I don't,
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I'm just tying in the compassionate part that you were talking about before.
The compassion
Yeah.
comes from, the compassionate aspect is good, but you also have to remember that part of being compassionate is being compassionate with you.
Yeah.
See, people have
That's very important.
a tendency to, when you think about compassion, they're thinking about it being outward facing. What about inward facing? You know what I'm saying? Are you compassionate with you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you know.
Great
How was that?
advice.
That was a tasty grape, wasn't it? That was a nice little grape, wasn't it?
That was a good grape. Don't feed grapes to animals, though. Dogs and cats cannot eat grapes.
They're
just
different.
in case anyone gets ideas. Yeah. Well, you've completed the 10 and 10. LL, thank you so much. But I do have two other quick questions, if that's okay, because I'm just interested to know. So, music video wise, right? You've put out four.
Yeah, I got
four
Saturday Night Special, Passion, Proclivities, and Murdergram Do. Yeah, 4.
Yeah. Now, a lot of artists and labels, etc., don't put much emphasis on the music videos anymore, right? Because I guess people don't watch them the way that they used to do. We don't have the 106 and Parks and the TRLs, etc. But it obviously still means something to you.
I like them.
Yeah.
I think they're big. I think they're part of the journey. You know what I'm saying? It's like you know, to me, it's the equivalent of, you know, like, it's like listening to a soccer match on the radio without a video. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to see the action too. Sometimes, you know, I like visuals, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want some visual, man. Let's put some visual action on this, man. Let's see some of this, man. Let's see it unfold, baby. So, you know, make some videos.
And all of them have been so artistic as well, and just different and fresh. And how involved are you in the creative process when it comes to your music videos?
From the first letter to the last period. You know what I'm saying? Like all of it. You know, like I mean, this is art. It's my art. I mean, I'm collaborative. I'm always willing to work with the director. Jake the Shooter's been doing a phenomenal job on a lot of the videos we've been doing. And but there's no but. At the end of the day, anything I do, I'm involved in heavily. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't do anything that I don't have a hand in. Like for like all the way. You know what I'm saying? I don't phone nothing in. We don't do that. You know what I'm saying? You know, if the sweet potato pie got my name on it, I stuck my finger in that batter and made sure and checked the oven a couple of times. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Added some
yeah,
sugar
yeah.
and all that.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, no, that's good. And watching the Murdergram video, I mean, the energy that you bring and just all of that and the way that you're rhyming, and even just watching you, these different performances that you've done, the VMAs and then performing with Buster at Barclays Center,
Yeah,
right?
Barclays, yeah.
And the locks, etc. Your breath control is just so on point. And one of the things I've noticed before, for rappers who have been out the game for a little while and then they come back, they have, and singers as well, they have problems oftentimes performing. You don't miss a beat.
You gotta be in shape and you gotta go out there and get it. I mean, that comes with the territory. I mean, you know, you're gonna breathe sometimes. I mean, you're gonna feel it, but you have to manage it. And you have to, you know, sometimes, you know, the toughest part is going from a really exciting record to a really calm record because it requires a certain amount of control to dial it down. You know, if you go from Mama Said Knock You Out to I Need Love, it's like, how? I'm alone in my room. It's like, you know, it's like fucking, you know, it's like squeezing that saxophone tight as hell. You know what I mean? So, you know, it comes with the territory, but I'm having fun. You know what I mean? But yo.
Would you do that though? Or do you do if you're performing a bunch of songs, do you keep that in mind?
You
Because
just gotta make it work. You just gotta, I do what feels best creatively and artistically, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I just want to say thank you for having me. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad to do this. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. Thank you. No, it was awesome. It was awesome. And any last words or anything for the fans?
Nah, check out The Force. Make sure you download it. You know, download it on iTunes. You know what I'm saying? Don't just listen. Don't just add it. Download it. Enjoy it. I think it's a great body of work for hip hop and for the culture. And I did it for all of you to enjoy. So I hope you enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, and don't leave us waiting another 11 years for the next one either, because we need you. And thank you on behalf of everyone for just making this music that's been such a big part of our lives, right? Life-changing oftentimes.
Well,
so
thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. And I only wait 10 and a half, you know what I mean?
10 and a half years, guys.
Yeah, we ain't gonna do 10 and a half. Can't win them all, huh? All right.
True. But we've got this one to listen to for
no doubt.
the next few years.
It's coming. More to come.
Yeah.
More to come for sure.
Awesome. Yep. Thank you so much, Ella. We really appreciate you. And thank you guys for watching.
Thanks for having me, Sharon.
All right.